Welcome back to Narrative Network. What if two tiny newborns, left helpless by a dumpster, grew up to change the world? This is the incredible emotional story of Maya and Marcus. Abandoned as babies, but saved by the kindness of strangers. Against all odds, they turned their pain into purpose, creating a legacy that would inspire millions. Stay until the end to witness their powerful journey from rejection to triumph and discover the moment that stunned everyone. What would you do if faced with such a beginning? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Let's dive into this extraordinary tale. On a chilly autumn evening in New York City, the streets were eerily quiet, except for the distant hum of traffic. In a back alley behind a row of apartment buildings, two faint cries pierced the stillness. They came from a tattered blanket next to a dumpster. Two newborn twins, barely a day old, had been left alone in the cold. A homeless man named Peter, who often scavenged in the area, heard the cries. He approached cautiously, his heart pounding. Pulling back the blanket, he gasped. Two tiny infants, one boy and one girl, were wriggling weakly, their cries soft but desperate. "They're just babies," Peter murmured, tears filling his eyes. Without hesitation, he scooped them up and hurried to the nearest hospital, ignoring the chill that seeped through his thin jacket. The next morning, the twins became headline news. The story of two black newborns abandoned by a dumpster captured the city's attention. Peter, reluctant to be in the spotlight, stayed anonymous, but assured the babies were safe. He told the hospital staff, "Just make sure they have a chance." The twins, named Maya and Marcus by the hospital staff, were taken into foster care. Meanwhile, authorities searched for their mother, but found no leads. The twins' story, however, ignited a citywide conversation about abandonment, poverty, and the power of second chances. Maya and Marcus were placed in the care of Carol and David Bennett, a middle-aged couple who had fostered dozens of children over the years. The Bennetts had no biological children of their own, but had dedicated their lives to providing love and stability for kids in need. From the moment the twins entered their home, Carol felt a deep connection to them. "These two are special," she told David one evening. "I don't know what it is, but I feel like they're meant to be ours." The Bennetts decided to adopt Maya and Marcus when the twins turned 2, giving them a permanent home filled with love, laughter, and endless encouragement. As Maya and Marcus grew, they faced challenges that stemmed from their early abandonment. Maya struggled with feelings of rejection, often wondering why their mother had left them. Marcus, on the other hand, channeled his emotions into academics, excelling in science and math. The Bennetts never shied away from discussing the twins' past. "You were given a second chance," Carol often told them. "What matters is what you do with it." Maya found solace in music, her powerful voice captivating anyone who heard her sing. Marcus, inspired by his love of building things, dreamed of becoming an engineer. Despite the love and support they received, the twins couldn't escape the lingering curiosity about their birth mother. Why had she abandoned them? Did she ever think about them? At 18, Maya and Marcus decided to search for their birth mother. With the Bennetts' blessing, they combed through hospital records, police reports, and news articles. Their journey was filled with dead ends and frustrations, but they refused to give up. One day, they received a breakthrough. A social worker who had handled their case remembered a woman named Tanya Johnson, who had briefly visited the hospital after the twins were found, but had disappeared before authorities could question her. Armed with this information, the twins tracked Tanya to a small town in Georgia. Nervous but determined, they knocked on the door of a modest house. A weary-looking woman in her late 40s answered. Her eyes widened in shock when she saw them. "It's you," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. Tanya invited Maya and Marcus inside, her hands trembling. Over cups of tea, she told them her story. "I was young and scared," Tanya began. "I had no money, no family to help me, and no idea how to take care of two babies. I thought leaving you there would give you a chance at a better life." Maya's voice cracked. "You left us by a dumpster," Tanya sobbed. I know. It's something I regret every single day. I've lived with that guilt for 20 years. Marcus, though angry, couldn't help but feel a pang of compassion. "Why didn't you try to find us?" "I was too ashamed," Tanya admitted. "And by the time I worked up the courage, I thought it was too late." The conversation was raw and emotional, but it gave the twins the answers they had been seeking. After their reunion with Tanya, Maya and Marcus returned to New York with a renewed sense of purpose. Instead of letting their past define them, they decided to use their story to inspire others. Maya pursued her dream of becoming a singer, using her music to raise awareness about the struggles of abandoned children. Her song, Born to Rise, became an anthem of hope, topping charts and earning her accolades worldwide. Marcus, meanwhile, launched a nonprofit organization called Second Chances, dedicated to helping at-risk children and families. The organization provided resources, mentorship, and support to prevent abandonment and give children a fighting chance. Years later, at a gala for Second Chances, Marcus invited Peter, the homeless man who had saved their lives, as the guest of honor. Now, in his 70s, Peter had struggled with poverty for most of his life, but he never forgot the twins. When Peter stepped onto the stage, the crowd erupted in applause. Marcus handed him a plaque that read, "To Peter, the man who gave us a second chance at life." Peter, overcome with emotion, said, "I didn't do much. I just did what was right. But seeing what you've become, that's more than I ever dreamed." Tanya, inspired by her children's forgiveness and success, began volunteering at Second Chances. Though she could never undo the pain she had caused, she found solace in helping others avoid the mistakes she had made. At one event, she publicly apologized to Maya and Marcus. "I can't change the past," she said, her voice trembling, "but I will spend the rest of my life honoring the gift of your forgiveness." Maya hugged her mother tightly. "We can't change the past," she said, "but we can shape the future." As the Hartley Bennett Foundation grew, it began tackling issues on a global scale. Maya and Marcus recognized that child abandonment and family struggles weren't confined to one country or community. They partnered with international organizations to address systemic problems like poverty, lack of access to education, and inadequate family support systems. Maya's music became a vehicle for global awareness. She held benefit concerts, with proceeds going directly to the foundation's initiatives. Her songs, deeply personal and emotionally charged, resonated with people from all walks of life. She used her platform to share her and Marcus's story, encouraging others to find strength in their own challenges. Marcus, meanwhile, expanded the foundation's programs. He introduced Project Roots, which provided job training and financial literacy programs for single parents, and Bright Futures, a scholarship program for children in foster care. His innovative ideas earned the foundation widespread acclaim and significant funding from philanthropists around the world. Tanya's involvement in the foundation grew as she worked tirelessly to give back. She often spoke at events, sharing her story of regret and redemption to inspire others. Her raw honesty touched many hearts, especially struggling parents who felt overwhelmed by their circumstances. One mother approached Tanya after an event, holding her infant. "I was thinking of giving up," she admitted tearfully, "but your story made me realize I'm not alone. Thank you for giving me hope." For Tanya, these moments were healing. Though she could never erase her past, she found purpose in helping others rewrite their own stories. Over time, the bonds between Maya, Marcus, and Tanya grew stronger. While their relationship could never be entirely conventional, They found a way to move forward with honesty and mutual respect. Tanya became a beloved figure in their lives, not as the woman who had abandoned them, but as someone who had worked hard to make amends. The Bennetts, who had raised Maya and Marcus with unconditional love, welcomed Tanya into their family with grace and understanding. At a family dinner one evening, Carol raised a toast. "To second chances," she said, her voice warm, "and to the incredible journey that brought us all together." Peter, the man who had saved Maya and Marcus, remained a cherished part of their lives. Maya often joked that he was their guardian angel in disguise. With the support of the foundation, Peter was able to secure stable housing and medical care in his later years. At one event, Peter was honored with the Heart of Humanity Award, recognizing his selfless act of courage. In his acceptance speech, he said, "I didn't save those babies because I wanted recognition. I did it because it was the right thing to do. But seeing what they've become, it's more than I ever imagined." When Peter passed away peacefully in his sleep a few years later, Maya and Marcus held a memorial in his honor, attended by hundreds whose lives he had touched through the foundation. His legacy became an integral part of their story, a reminder of how one small act of kindness could change the world. As the years went by, Maya and Marcus cemented their place as global leaders in advocacy and philanthropy. Their foundation had touched the lives of millions, transforming communities and giving hope to countless families. In addition to their philanthropic work, they wrote a joint memoir titled Born to Rise: Our Journey from Abandonment to Purpose. The book became an international bestseller, praised for its candidness and emotional depth. One passage from the book resonated with readers worldwide. "We were left by a dumpster, but we weren't discarded. We were given a second chance, not just by the people who saved us, but by life itself." Our story is proof that no matter where you start, you have the power to create a better ending. As Maya and Marcus grew older, they passed the torch to a new generation of leaders. They mentored young advocates and philanthropists, ensuring the foundation's mission would continue for decades to come. Maya, now a mother herself, often brought her children to the foundation's events, teaching them the importance of compassion and resilience. Marcus, who remained deeply involved in the foundation's operations, found joy in watching his nieces and nephews embrace the values he and Maya had worked so hard to instill. On the 20th anniversary of their foundation, Maya and Marcus stood before a crowd of thousands at a celebratory gala. The event was held at the very spot where Peter had first found them, now transformed into a beautiful community center bearing his name, the Peter Hartley Center for Hope. As Maya took the stage, her voice trembled with emotion. "This is more than a celebration of our journey. It's a celebration of every person who believed in us, every second chance we were given, and every life we've had the privilege to touch. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you." Marcus joined her, adding, "We've learned that it's not where you come from that defines you. It's what you choose to do with your story. And we're just getting started." Maya and Marcus's story became a beacon of hope for generations to come. The Hartley Bennett Foundation continued to thrive, its programs expanding to every corner of the globe. Their message, that every life has value and every person deserves a second chance, remained at the heart of their work. Decades later, a plaque was placed outside the Peter Hartley Center for Hope. It read, "In honor of all those who rise above their beginnings." May this place serve as a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is light and the power to create a brighter future. And so, the legacy of Maya and Marcus, born by a dumpster but destined for greatness, continued to inspire the world, proving that no beginning is too humble for a story that changes lives. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more powerful and inspiring content. Share this video with your friends and family to spread the message of hope and resilience. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.